Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back today out in Velen, tracking down all of the merchants that will play you random games of Gwent. Now, this information was previously available underneath the Velen Collect Them All video on the channel. However, I've gotten enough requests that to actually put together a real video for it that I thought I would do that today. Our first stop is going to take us to Mulberry Dale, which is right here. Inside, you'll find a swordsmith. If you get in here and the swordsmith isn't there, that's because he's being held hostage down here. You're going to need to rescue him first. If you get down here, make sure you save your game first, and then go ahead and rescue him, because as of 1.06, the hostage rescue stuff is still a little buggy. Sometimes you can't find the keys. Sometimes the cage doesn't open. Sometimes the merchant or whoever you rescue doesn't go back to town. All kinds of great stuff like that. So make sure you save your game before you do the rescue. So if it gets a little wonky on you, you can always go back and redo it. So the swordsmith is right here, and when you do play him, he is rocking a monster deck that has the commander with the pick any weather card from his deck and play it instantly ability. So we'll be back with our next stop in just a moment. Alright, we're back, and our next stop brings us to the village of Black Bough, which is located right here. Inside, you will find a merchant right next to the signpost that will play you a game of Gwent. This merchant is rocking a Nilfgaardian Empire deck that has the commander that has the ability to pick a torrential rain card at any time and play it on the board. Also out in Black Bough, if you head up in this direction, you will find a blacksmith over here that will also play you a game of Gwent. He is rocking a Scoia'tael deck that has the commander with the ability to pick a Biting Frost card out at any time and play it. If you go over to that blacksmith and he won't play you, make sure you advance your meditation timer just a little bit, and then he will play you. He's just one of those vendors that stays there but randomly doesn't want to talk to you depending on what time of day it is. So make sure you check that out. We'll be back with our next stop in just a moment. Alright, our next stop brings us to the village of Midcopse, which is right here. Scroll out, you can see it is just south of Black Bough, where we just were. Inside, you will find a merchant right here at the front of town who likes to hang out by this cart. If he's not by the cart, he's across over here near the notice board or over there by that house. He wanders around a little bit, but you can play him a random game of Gwent, and he will be rocking a monster deck with the pull any weather card ability. Also out here in Midcopse, you will find an armorer who is right over here. Well, near all the armorer's tables and the grindstone. He's pretty much straight behind us. You can see him working with his hammer there in the distance. If you play him, he is rocking a Nilfgaardian Empire deck with the pick a torrential rain card from his deck ability. So we'll be back with our next stop in just a moment. Alright, our next stop brings us to the village of Linden, which is located right here. Inside, you will find a merchant standing at this little stall here. He will play you a game of Gwent, and he is rocking a Northern Realms deck with the commander that can pull an impenetrable fog at any time. Also out in Linden, you will find a blacksmith located all the way at the other end of town, and he is rocking a Scoia'tael deck with the pull any Biting Frost card from his deck ability. So that is it in Linden. We'll be back with our next stop in just a moment. Alright, our next stop brings us to the village of Orrington, which is right here. Here's Crow's Perch, here's Linden, where we just were. So it's all the way down here. Inside the village, you will find this trader. If you chat him up, he will play you a game of Gwent, and he is rocking a Northern Realms deck that has the commander with the pull a clear weather card from his deck at any time and play it. We'll be back with our next stop in just a moment. Alright, our next stop brings us to the Nilfgaardian army camp that is located in the southeastern corner of the map. Here is the camp. Some points of reference that you will recognize. Here's Linden. Here's Crow's Perch. So Linden, kind of drawing a line right down in this direction. Boom, there's Nilfgaardian army camp. Inside the camp, all the way towards the back of camp, you will find a Quartermaster inside his hut. Quartermaster Eggebrocht and he will play you a game of Gwent. He is rocking the...
Greetings, Quarter.
Oh, I don't remember. I think he's rocking the Nilfgaardian army set,
Been a
which
while
would
since
make
I
sense, but what is his commander's ability? Actually, he's rocking Northern Realms, and his commander's ability is pick any clear weather card from his deck and play it on the board at any time. So we will be back with our next stop in just a moment. All right, our next stop brings us out to Crow's Perch Village. So Crow's Perch, and this is the village inside Crow's Perch. We're not inside the keep yet. So right down at the entrance to the village area, you will find this trader. And if you chat him up, you will find that he is playing with a...
How about...
He's playing a Northern Realms deck with the ability to pick an Impenetrable Fog card out of his deck and play it on you at any time. So we'll be back with our next stop in just a moment. Alright, so we're back with our final stop out in Velen. This time we are up in Crow's Perch Keep. And in the keep, you will find a Quartermaster. Now, if you can't get into the keep, you need to be on the Bloody Baron quest or have done the Bloody Baron quest in order for the keep to open for you. But once you get up in here, you're going to find this Quartermaster. The Quartermaster is rocking a Northern Realms deck with the Impenetrable Fog ability. Over here, you're going to find a blacksmith named Fergus. Fergus is a dwarf, so you guessed it, he's rocking a Scoia'tael deck. That deck's got the commander with the Biting Frost ability. And lastly, you will find Joanna here, and Joanna will play you a game of Gwent, and she is running a monster deck that has the ability to drop a Commander's Horn on the close combat line at any time. So that wraps up our merchants in Velen that will play random games of Gwent to help you pull cards from that pool of random ones that are just awarded to you from playing merchants. If you have any questions, please place them in the comments below. Also, check out the video description if you're trying to hunt down some additional merchants out in Novigrad or Skellige that will play you games of Gwent. I've got videos for those as well. So, as always, thanks for watching. Take care.